What is up, everyone? Welcome to today's reaction video, and today's reaction is the very special monthly request of my incredible Patreon follower, Mel. Mel, thank you so much for your continued support and being the incredible human being that you are. Thank you for all the engagement you have in the Herd Discord and for all the support you've given me. It means the absolute world to me. And thank you for putting this month's request in front of me because I am so hyped for this. Mel, it saw my reaction to The Who that I did a while back and how impressed I was and blown away I was with the traditional style instruments that they use in that. And she has put an artist in front of me, which she has told me is specifically for the fact that this artist uses those, not the same traditional instruments, but other traditional instruments with a traditional sound in their music. I can't wait to hear what this is going to be. So the artist is, and I'm hoping I'm going to say it's right because I just watched a video like 3 times in a row of the pronunciation of this name. So Belle Sisoski. I think I said that right. I think it's Sisoski. But yes, Belle apparently uses some traditional instruments through here. Mel did say in her message what traditional instruments are they? Let's have a look here because my memory is like a goldfish. So it is apparently Malaysian instruments, which will be very cool to hear. So thank you for the information, Mel. Thank you for the request, and we are going to get into this. As always, guys, please jump in the link in the description, give the original video a like and a comment, and subscribe to Belle if you haven't already. And we're going to get into this. This is Belle, I can't say it now, there we go. Belle Sisoski, Mother Calling. Let's go. Mother's Calling. Okay. That was immediately just not what I was expecting. I hadn't even got myself set up right, and the song's coming at me with like robotic alien-y type voices. Not what I was expecting from a song called Mother's Calling. I thought like I said, the song that sparked this whole introduction was The Who. I think it's called Song of Woman. And yeah, okay, not what I was expecting. I expected Mother Calling to be the same. Nope. Let's see where this is going. Mother's Calling.
A group of climate change organizations have emissions of greenhouse gases.
Climate change is now happening.
Indonesia says it's
10 million tons of...
Malaysia braces for a second wave of flooding at the same time.
I immediately love this. Mother Calling is not like a song about a mother and her children. We're obviously talking about like Mother Earth. This is like an environment song. Your mother is your planet. Look after it. Immediately, I get those vibes from like the first 16 seconds of the film clip. That is a brilliant film clip.
Million tons of...
Malaysia braces for a second wave of flooding at the same time.
I don't even know what to say about this. This is like DJ music. She's standing there with a DJ turntable in the middle of the rainforest. It's like DJ music with traditional instruments. This is freaking awesome. What? Love the representation of the culture, or just the little pieces they've added into the film clip here that just make you go wow. That like it's so well done, this film clip, in terms of it's like scenery of the earth and scenery of the world to send home that kind of, and again, I'm assuming here there haven't been a single lyric so far. We're like a minute in, there hasn't been any words, but it is like a 6-minute song, so it might be the song starting soon. It might just be like a really cool intro. But just from this clip alone, it's taken Mother's Calling, and like I said before, given it to be about Mother Earth, about our planet and how we're not looking after it and stuff like that, just from the visuals. And now it's going into this whole like separate little thing here of her heritage and her culture and her kind of, I believe this is all Malaysian stuff. I can only imagine. I may be incorrect. If we're having Malaysian traditional instruments, you got to believe we'd be having the Malaysian dancers and all that kind of stuff. So let me know if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right.
Let me breathe. I am suffocating. Feel the heat. No, my lungs are burning. Quench my thirst. I'm evaporating. Can you hear? The sounds are terrifying from the river.
She has such a unique voice. Y'all, I'm pausing so much. I'm sorry. There's just so much going on in this. It's bonkers. She has such a unique voice, and she's presenting it in such a cool way. In terms of, she seems to have a fairly kind of high, sweet voice anyway. But then there's obviously some little effects she's put on in that to make it even more that style. And it's giving me like a lot of 90s dance music, how they would have like the 90s, 2000s dance music, how they had these really kind of high-pitched voices singing along, but not as dramatic. It's still obviously a singing voice. It's really cool.
Breathe. I am suffocating. Feel the heat. No, my lungs are burning. Quench my thirst. I'm evaporating. Can you hear? The sounds are terrifying from the river to the sea. The ice are melting. All the trees are falling. You can smell, you can taste, you can touch, you can see what the world has become right in front of your eyes.
Okay. There's no good time to pause here, y'all. First of all, yep, she came in. It was exactly what I thought. Coming in with those lyrics about, you can see, you can feel, you can taste just how bad the world is going. You can see all the polar caps melting, all that stuff. But she gonna come in with those vocals. That note was gorgeous, and that had that little. I don't know if that's something she did with her voice or if it was a distortion she put on there. I need to hear that again with the like that went through with her voice, kind of went in and out. I'm not gonna try and do it. I can't do it, but you'll hear it. There. Right at the end there, the noise. It's just like, I think it's an effect she's put on there. I can't imagine that she's just rolling her tongue as she's singing, because if she is, that's impressive as heck. Okay. That is exactly what I was freaking talking about in my reaction to The Who. Yo, why aren't more bands, more musicians using these kind of instruments? I don't know what that thing is called, but you want to take your song and just immediately go, boom, you have your own unique sound. You have something that's completely different to anything else you're going to hear. That instrument immediately hits your ear and you're like, ooh, what's that? Because it just hits different than, like, if someone did a cover of this and tried doing that with an electric guitar or something, it wouldn't hit the same. It wouldn't have that real alive feeling that these traditional instruments can bring in there sometimes. And yeah, it's the same thing as when you hear a classical instrument in a song, when someone throws violin into their song, or cellos, or a full string section in general. It adds this kind of extra, ooh, wasn't expecting that. This is that to a dialed up to 100, because this is an instrument we're sitting here with 2 strings, and she's making it absolutely wail, and it fits with the song so damn well.
Mother's calling.
the things I expected in this. Even when I saw the DJ table of her in the forest with the DJ tape, I didn't expect it to freaking have a drop. Are you kidding me? We really have gone like techno dance, not techno, but like dance style with traditional instruments. This is freaking sick. I'm sorry, I need to rewind here because I love that she puts the name of the tribe the instrument comes from, what the instrument's name is, which I'm not even going to try and pronounce that, I would butcher it. But says the instrument's name there on the screen, says the source, I believe, of like what area it's come from, what tribe uses it. That is awesome. That is such a cool thing to have those things in your video. I saw before words were flashing up on screen about like carbon footprint and all those kind of hype words, for lack of a better term, that like the news like to throw around and then do nothing about. But yeah, those like a lot of words like that, greenhouse gases and things like that, and carbon emission flashing up on screen. That was a really cool thing. But now seeing this is awesome. Okay, hang on. Not only are we putting the names of the instruments up there, we are showing the making of these instruments, and now we're putting a status for them of how rare they are to find. Like, edge of extinction is how this instrument, she has listed it. That there are just not enough people who know about this and are playing. I freaking love that. I love that ability to draw attention. And if you're a fan of Belle and you're sitting there listening to this, what are the chances that suddenly you're going to be like, oh my God, I want one of those, if for nothing else, just to say you have it. And if you're the kind of person that can play instruments, maybe that's an extra person who's going to learn how to play this thing, which would be completely cool in its own way. I love that. But these Belle things, are you kidding me? Like, it's like a full drum set made out of bells. The fact that she has worked all of these instruments into a song that feels like a club song is freaking awesome. How cool is that instrument, by the way? That is like a gourd with 4 flutes attached to it. And I'm not sure if all of them have holes in it, or if it's just the one that has holes to adjust the sound, and then it uses the others like kind of natural sounds mixed with the one that you're actually playing. But that's just a really cool instrument.
Suffocating, feel the heat. Know my lungs are burning, quench my thirst. I'm evaporating. Can you hear? The sounds are terrifying. From the river to the sea, the ice are melting.
I love the way that it gradually builds. I feel myself wanting to dance and wanting to move. I am a big clubber from back in the day. And so listening to songs like this and just being like, yes, I'm in a chair. And if I'm not in the chair, you can't see me. So it's not like I can jump up and dance, you guys. But if I could, I would be, okay? Because it's just this gradual build of that slow talking, and you can feel the boom, 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 boom coming in, getting a little bit faster. If that doesn't hype you up and get you wanting to move, I don't know what will. It's just that kind of anticipation for the drop. It is such an awesome thing. But yeah, just the way that she has built this song is just incredible.
From the river to the sea, the ice taste, you can touch, you can see what the world has become right in front of your eyes.
Yes, yes. How can we change? Collective consciousness. Individual responsibility. Yes, absolutely yes. Yo, I saw that. So this is like going back. If you can tell me what comedian this was that did this bit, let me know, because there's a comedian I saw from ages ago, and I can't remember the full exact phrasing of what they said, but the general gist of it is, they were talking about in terms of like us funding towards green energy and avoiding, like, stopping the melting of the polar ice caps and things like that. And they're like, the worst case scenario here is we spend the money for these things and the world becomes a better and healthier place, even though, oh, look, you know, there wasn't really a hole in the ozone layer, or the ice caps aren't really melting. But hey, unfortunately, we've now spent money and made the world a better place. That's your worst case scenario. Like, that is the most obvious thing in the world to me, and the most stupid thing in the world is that it's like, well, we can't spend money on that because what if it's not the case? We're better off burying our heads in the sand. And it's like, we don't do anything, we all probably end up dead. We do something and it turns out it's nothing, we've still made the world better. There's no choice there. It's obvious. But yeah, too many people are more concerned with their own position, their own wealth, their own, their own profits, basically. Looking at you, big business, because ain't no one actually believing the lies that using aerosol deodorants are the thing that are destroying the world when we have smokestacks pumping out pollution 24/7. Just putting it out there. But yeah, the fact that big businesses didn't want to change and fought back for so long, it's a joke. Can we just talk? I know it's about to be the drop, and I'm going to rewind it so I can get it. But can we just talk about the instruments that she's using, or whatever she's using? It makes that whole build of that. It makes it sound completely different, completely unique, and it doesn't feel like the same kind of recycled, reused, over and over again stuff that you get in the nightclubs normally. Yo, I got turned off clubbing basically because I was like, yep, it is the same song on repeat for 8 hours. Like, everything sounds the same. And to hear something like this, where it's like, this is its own unique sound because of what she's done, because of the instruments she's using, because she's making music first and a dance track second, that is awesome. You can tell that she is an artist and a musician first and a DJ second. And I love that. I'd love to know what's making that noise right there, okay? Because that hits my ear, and I've heard like dance remixes of this before. It hits my ear so much like a didgeridoo. I know it's not, but as an Australian, that the sound they've got going there sounds so much like a didgeridoo, and I'd love to know. Maybe it is. I doubt it is, but maybe it is. And if it's not, I'd love to know what instrument that is that's doing that real kind of didgeridoo sound. I don't know how else to describe it, but the waka wah sound that's going on there sounds so much like a didgeridoo to me. My God. That was incredible from start to finish. That was incredible. If that had been a completely different genre, a completely different style, if it had been the most basic kind of music and just had that video clip, it would have been incredible because it had such a great theme, it had such a great message behind it. Taking that and combining it with Belle's freaking awesome style, with this traditional style of music mixed with like clubbing music, yo, I thought absolutely nothing could top the way that the Who combine traditional instruments with rock. I would have never thought that something could be this awesome, just combining dance music and like DJ style music with traditional instruments. And please don't come at me in the comments. I don't know the correct term. I don't know if this is techno, drum and bass, what it is. I'm not that guy. I'm not your music guru. I'm the guy who has fun and enjoys the songs and has his mind blown. So yeah, I'm not sure exactly what kind of dance music this is, but it's dancey music. It's club music, and to have had the brain, to have the vision to take traditional music and combine it with that is so freaking cool. Everything from the video clip and the important points it touched on, the fact that the song manages to be an awesome dance song without shoving, like you don't at any stage feel like it's preaching to you. You don't feel like it's shoving a belief or a thought down your throat. It is just laying it out there for you as fact that's unavoidable. And I love that. And I love the way that it had the different instruments and information about them. That is so freaking cool because it goes to show she's not just doing this to have a cool sound in her music. She's doing this because she respects the culture, respects the tradition, and respects that music. It is awesome. I absolutely love this, guys. Please jump in the link in the description below. Give Belle a like and a comment and subscribe to her. Also, leave this video a like and a comment. Let me know down below what other incredible songs Belle has and what some of those instruments, like what you know about some of those instruments, because reading them on screen, I imagine they're all Malaysian instruments, which is really, really cool. But if I'm wrong, let me know. Also, check me out over on Patreon, where I run weekly polls for the reactions that I do here on the channel. I also do weekly TV show reactions, a monthly movie reaction, a monthly live stream, and at the highest tier, you can get a guaranteed reaction right here on the channel. So check all that out over on my Patreon. I will see you all in the next reaction video. Have a great day, night, morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time zone you're in, and I'll see you next time. Bye.